You watch. He's gonna do the.
We are live.
There you go.
Howdy
And
ho.
welcome back. Today we have Liam Jones, Daryl Sawatsky, and Felipe Aguirre.
Aguirre.
Aguirre. Sorry, buddy.
That's fine. No one pronounces it right.
I'll get it. I'll get there. You just got to phoneticize it, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, today we're just hanging out, talking. We've actually been talking in the backstage probably for the last 40 minutes. But we're going to get to work probably on the stuff that we're doing, talk about just general comic book stuff and the things that inspire us to do what we do. And that's basically all it's been, is talking about, hey, look at this guy. Hey, look at this guy. Look at what this guy's doing. Look at what this person's doing. So,
yeah, stuff that gets our nerd excitement levels.
It's like adult show and tell. So,
I've heard that there's two kinds of people in the world: people who talk about people and people who talk about ideas. The most interesting are always the people that talk about ideas. Of course, we also argue a lot, but that's fine.
Part of the process.
That's right.
Yeah, you got to watch those ideologies.
Yeah, absolutely. Gets in the way.
Becomes a problem when you try one size fits all.
Should we give people a taste of the video or what? Is there another?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So what's the video?
Yeah.
What's going on, Chad?
Is it the Vikings thing?
Yeah, there's a few days left in the Vikings campaign. So anybody who
do it
would
up.
like to contribute to the possible funding of the Kickstarter, head on over, place a pledge, and we'll go from there. The good old video.
Short but sweet.
For sure. Just doing the last mastering, the last touches on both the dialogue text balloons and also the final mastering of the colors for the pages, and adding a few little tweaks here and there. But it is almost ready for print. Which is exciting.
Sweet.
Yeah, and even though if the Kickstarter doesn't fund, I'm still going to be printing the book and distributing it as well. So it will be available to purchase probably online through Tardigrade Press or through some of the places in which I will be distributing them from.
It will be out there one way or another.
It'll be out there. Yeah,
I like the truth.
Yeah. The newspaper boys will be sliding it in the papers as a specialty, you know. What's this, Earl? This isn't anything about the news.
I was watching a whole bunch of stuff about the Far Side because I love the Far Side, and that's part of my generation, you know. The way that all worked, where it was in the newspapers for a while, back when newspapers were all the thing, and nowadays, like, who reads newspapers? Everyone goes online, right?
I totally
agree. Everything's shifted. Like, the comic book industry has shifted. It's like, if you want to get a comic book now, and get it like a physical comic book, you can go to the comic book store, sure, but you have to find out where the comic book stores are, because you can't get them on the shelf in a convenience store anymore. Right.
Yeah.
Or if you can, it's like the selection is very limited. Mm-hmm.
That's actually
like I used to pick up mine in like a convenience store in a mall.
Yeah, they used to have a rack in a lot of convenience stores. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and they had like the 2-for-1s or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a kid goes in there for their you know, their Gatorade and their bubble gum and I'll grab a comic book. And now it's like you can't do that. Like, were you gonna go grab a Cosmopolitan? You know, magazine.
Yeah.
Maybe some Men's Health. Yeah.
Well, I wonder what happened there.
Kids aren't allowed to walk to the variety store on their own anymore without their parents driving them and holding their hand.
Practically, yeah, man.
I
Not
heard
like
it was
when
the
we were
deal
little.
with the distributor, Diamond Distributing was the one that did all that. Like if you
Yeah.
talk to a comic book store owner, I did the other day, and he said that if you go as a comic book creator and you say, hey, can you put my comic book in there? They're like, well, I don't want to talk to a million different distributors. I want to talk to one or two and keep that side of the business down to a minimum, right? Because otherwise it's just extra work to do the shipping from like a zillion different distributors. You want to just have it one and done, right? And
Yeah.
that was the beautiful thing about Diamond, but then the monopoly created its own problems.
For
Mm.
sure. That's why Penguin's been really picking it up with the comic book world, right? And not to
Have you
mention,
tried going to their website to find any comic books? See how hard Penguin is promoting their comic books? They're not.
Yeah.
Like you try to
No.
find it on their website, it's impossible.
That's lame.
Yeah.
If you want to create a revolution in the industry, you got to at least put the effort in, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe they're letting it be a little bit more self-sustained.
Yeah, that's possible. It could be that they don't want to put a lot of risk into it or have to put a lot into it other than, just putting it on a shelf.
They do have a lot of reach in retrospect.
Oh
right?
yeah, Penguin is like, ever since I've been buying books at like say Indigo Chapters since I was a kid,
They're all
Penguin's name is on half of the books in the store, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely an avenue that we'll be taking a look into, and probably the next year after we produce a few more books, and then we can take a look at distribution and distribution rights and everything like
Yeah.
that. So,
Well, we'll have
I
more
should
to offer.
approach
about-
Penguin with a marketing plan for comic books and make
Well,
a
and
separate
that's the
arm of
thing,
Penguin
though,
Comics
too.
for marketing.
is once that initial distribution network or hub is created, then I can start to hire creative teams to produce quarterly, or like monthly is a pretty intense schedule unless you have a step on it.
Yeah.
A quarterly wouldn't be hard to match, especially being like a small time publisher, right?
Yep. Give them time.
That would be sweet to have 4 different creative teams working on their own books, getting paid and pumping out 4 books a year.
It's kind of what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah.
isn't it?
For sure. I'm just
That's
saying
what we're
that,
building towards, yeah.
when there's distribution rights, there's going to be more money involved, right?
Yeah.
And it just
Yeah,
makes-
more reach, more sales, more eyes on the product.
for sure, and then just makes it a lot easier and more efficient, because you can have all boats steaming at the same time.
Yeah.
And it helps with sustainability for the artists and people involved too, right? Because it's still a risk in society right now to drop everything for art, I feel like.
It's a huge
It
risk.
involves personal risk.
Huge.
Yeah. Oh, the risks.
That's life, right? Part of it, but still, it'd be awesome to be able to devote every day to being a writer. I'd love it.
It's like so much of it is about grinding. You have a day job that pays the bills, and then you need to fight your fatigue, sleep less,
Yeah.
and spend as much time as
Yeah,
you can.
and that's hard to push through. I mean, I personally have mental health challenges that like are an impediment to me getting shit done, period, let alone
I think most people do, man. Like mental health is like a big hairy deal.
yeah. I think everybody's been put to the test lately too. It's a tough world right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That being said, we're still managing, all of us, to put stuff out, passion projects, and passion is fueling a lot of this, and I think that's admirable in its own right too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I've been taking breaks and stuff, just working on just working on stuff, right? So focusing on things that are important right now and taking a break from just working on books.
Yeah. I do tweaks when I'm in a lull, where I'm not writing page after page after page. I'll just tweak stuff that I have on the back burner, kind of surf through all my ideas and refine each one a little bit. helps with my scattery brain to have a few fires burning at once.
You're just staying in the game. You're not completely out of it. You're just you're not like so focused on getting it done. Like you're not in focus mode, right? Did you say that's right?
No, and like that kind of thing comes when, you know, me and Chad were doing like weekly like storyboarding and stuff on Vikings, because we went like on a week by week basis for a lot of it. You know, I would write a couple pages and we would go storyboard it, send it off to the artist. The story outline was always there, and like knowing what was going to happen was like fully developed from the start, but playing it out came in stages.
For sure. Yeah,
And that's one way to work. I mean, I know
it's
not
still
everybody.
even developing.
Yeah, actually, that's fair. Yeah, that's true.
And,
But that being said, from where we started to where we got now, I think we got a pretty sweet looking comic book.
for sure, it's definitely exactly where I was hoping it would be when the project began. So
I'm glad to hear that. I'm happy with things so far too. I think I'm most pleased with when you pushed a little bit for some more narration and stuff. I think that adds a lot to the story. That my leaning, what Liam was saying earlier, I have this. I like things to be vague. I like the reader to be wondering about stuff a lot, but that's maybe not always appropriate in a comic book. I come from a lot of like literary influences, so I might be leaning a little heavy in that direction sometimes. But I feel like the additional narration and stuff we got gave the story a little bit more richness and content. So
a lot of the thing about comic books is that you have to kind of smack them over the head a little bit. Subtlety goes out of the window, depending on your audience. And if you're trying to get like a younger audience, you got to give them the cool stuff. That's what they want.
Yep. Yeah. Cool factor is always high on my priority list. But, you know, everybody can be a little bit indulgent with their biases and stuff, you know.
I'd love to squeak in literary references. Anything that's like you're giving them the good stuff, but you're also making it palatable, right?
Yep. Yeah, because not everybody wants a 1,000-word novel. I love those myself, but you know, that's not everybody's gig, especially people coming to a comic book. I mean, it's just not in the same realm, really.
Yeah, for sure.
That being said, I like to for literary stuff, for me, is the most important guide stone from it is actually like tone, the tone of the story, and then replicating something along those lines with like the comic book scripts. That's where I find the bridges cross for me.
The tone. I don't know what you mean.
Well, like for example, let's say some of my biggest influences are a series of books called The Black Company. The authors' names are escaping me. Excuse my crappy short-term memory. And then Malazan, Book of the Fallen, which was written by a Canadian guy named Stephen Erickson. And they're both dark military fantasies. They follow like mercenary groups or like soldiers. So they have this like that camaraderie tone that you were sort of talking about with your book, where you wanted to show that the characters have this rapport with each other. That was like it's a really heavy element of those books. Like a lot of these people are living and dying day by day at each other's side. So, you know, they have nicknames for each other. They're all kind of cavalier about life and death. It's just that kind of stuff.
Love it. Yeah, like soldier stuff. That's how they survive.
Yep. And it blends, like these authors in particular have found ways to blend it with fantasy that make it both like kind of a grindy, grungy kind of a feel, you know, like down on the ground with some soldiers, but at the same time there are like high magic and stuff like that, or there are like wizards built into the army and stuff. But it all still comes across as like pretty hardcore. And that's probably my favorite tone of all, like the stuff I read, is that.
Sounds sweet.
Nice.
Mhm.
The Fatal Charades is like right up that alley. I mean, if people knew what my influences were, they'd probably be able to see them pretty easily in that book.
I can't wait to see this Fatal Charades comic finished. Like,
Bob is
Man.
inking the last 4 pages.
yeah,
Yep.
finally. Oh gosh.
And
goodness.
most of the dialogue and stuff is done, and then it just needs like sound effects and stuff have to be put in yet. But other than that, that's what we got left.
Sweet. Yeah, Bob was tied up with some family coming over today, so
Oh, fun.
I tried to see if he wanted to make his way over, but
Yeah. That could be fun or not for him. He's got a dynamic family just like the rest of us.
It used to be that dynamic was a good word.
Yeah, I know, right? It's Daryl's diplomatic, polite word at this time.
That's right. The situation is dynamic.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's become like, oh, that means bad. That means can't be.
Yeah, that
right,
means
right.
contentious a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. It's not Daryl coming into the kitchen only wearing a t-shirt and no pants.
nobody's seen my pants so far today, I don't think. Who knows? Who knows what's going on down there?
That's right. Well, at least you're not in the bathroom today. The other
Isn't
day,
true.
I was talking to Daryl and I was like, "Are you in your bathroom?" He's like, "Yeah." He's sitting on the throne while he's talking to me, but he's
I
not.
can't do it. I've stopped. The phone in the bathroom, bad.
I was
Phone in the
not
bathroom,
going to
bad.
the bathroom though. My bathroom is where I smoke sometimes. I like close the door and seal it off and open the window, turn on the fan. I know it's bad, but that's what I do. I'm a human being.
Oh man. Well, I'm busting open one of my favorite old-timey 90s classics here with Arthur Adams. Take a look at this. So this is an annual where they go to Asgard.
Oh,
Check
sweet. So
out-
how many pages would there be in an annual?
It's big. It's like double size, 50 some odd, I think.
56 pages.
Wow.
Normally,
Yeah, they're not numbered, but I'll tell you, it's pretty thick, and it's all Arthur Adams, like back when he had just started and he was kind of fresh, you know. Like,
Frush.
look at this.
Nice. Oh yeah, looking real cool.
Super frush.
What's Fruge? What is Fruge?
Storm looks so steampunk in these in this version.
Yeah, he
Oh,
really
they
rocks that
Yeah,
steampunk look.
yeah. I mean, look, that dragon is fantastic. Like
Yeah, that's
he's
cool.
drawn dragons forever. There's Lockheed. Yeah.
Lockheed
Chris
Martin.
Claremont, Arthur Adams, Alan Gordon, and Mike Mignola. He's on this as well. And Art Adams does some of the inks. So the inks are mixed up. So you don't
What a
know who's doing
lineup.
what inks on each page. Yeah, man.
Oh,
Anne
great.
Nesenti, she's editing. She's so she wrote the Long Shot series when Long Shot first came out. You know who I'm talking about? Long Shot? Is he here? No, he's not in here.
Sounds familiar to me, but I'm not quite sure.
So he's the lucky guy with the blonde hair. He kind of looks like the guy from Bon Jovi, John Bon Jovi.
Oh.
And he throws knives and he's lucky. No?
Oh, nice.
Down in the blaze of glory.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, each panel is like comic book gold as far as I can tell. Like I would love to be able to draw like that. Look at that Colossus. That is epic.
Yeah, cool, man.
I'll be there tomorrow.
For sure. Oh yeah. Like look at this pen. Like how much time did he spend drawing Shadowcat's shelves?
Way more than I want to.
Ridiculous. I always liked the way he drew this pose with the arms too. Arthur Adams, like his his take on biceps to the forearm is really his own thing. I
Hmm.
always love that. And he can draw really pretty girls too. Like he's really good at elongating things. Like
Yeah,
the
I definitely
hips with
dig
the leg.
the style of the faces and stuff is all really cool.
Yeah. Now, I mean, oh God, I could look at that forever. Look at that. That's insane. Look at the detail.
The reach and stuff like that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Like, what is all this? That's insane. How long did that take
Yeah.
him? So that's
I
one of the
just picture
characters.
the guy like his brain in like high gear and he's just going, you know?
Yeah, so that's Magic becoming Demon Child. There's Storm.
That is sweet.
Ilyana Rasputin, Colossus's sister.
Oh, cool.
I don't know. Do you guys enjoy this as much as I do? This is like gold for me. I can't get enough.
It is awesome. It
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
definitely shows you, you know, what you can do to simplify form and to, you know, line weights and everything, right? And style.
For
like
me,
you said,
one of the
very
takeaways is like, don't be afraid to use lots of dialogue on a page because they use a lot more than I tend to. Because I'm a
Tons.
bit afraid to block up the art, but like, holy, these guys are writing paragraphs, man.
Like, look at that. Yeah, that's a whole lot of dialogue. And the thought bubbles, the thinky. Like, this is like
Yeah.
comic book faux pas now. No one does thinks anymore. They just do
Yeah.
dialogue and action, right?
Oh, I totally do lots of things.
Mhm.
You do? I think. Look,
Yeah.
Rogue is in a beanbag chair.
Mhm. Classic. I had 2 of those in my basement when I was a kid.
There's Phoenix. Elongated. Look how long the thighs are.
Yeah.
Like proportionally, the upper thigh is longer than the lower, and that's opposite of what Jim Lee does. Like, that's crazy. It's insane.
I really got to simplify out my blacks, man. I'm so black heavy. But
Really?
I guess it's more of my work style. I just like blacks.
I'm the same way.
That
High
last,
contrast is a powerful thing to use.
that last piece that you posted was really nice, Felipe.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it took me a really long time to do.
Did you draw that and color it? Or
I'm currently working on coloring it. But right now I'm just taking a little bit of break from it.
yeah, I like those faces. Their faces are, but it's a very simplified face, right?
Yeah, but it's effective.
Yeah, I like you.
Check out Magic here. This is incredible. He probably used reference for that.
Yeah, this last page that I drew, I didn't use any references for, so
Nice.
I'm trying to test how I can use what I know effectively in translating it into panels and so on and so forth, right? So, and then I'll go back to using heavy reference, and then I'll come back and kind of play a balance between the two, right? So eventually in time, you'd be like, the living incarnation of like David Finch, who can, you know, like draw anything with his eyes closed.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
10 times
It's
speed.
fast.
Cool to pull on those different tethers at the same time, though. I like that.
Oh, he's a machine, right? Like, but his foundations were so heavy in, you know, you gotta learn to draw this specific way. Those are great starships, man.
Arthur
Oh,
Adams
yeah.
killing the Star Trek.
Like, look at it. Like, you could see it as it comes through into the space and through. Yeah, that's sweet.
That's
So good.
insane.
Just zapping.
He must have been drawing his perspective grids like crazy.
He does. He grids out everything. His grids are insane. You look on his Instagram, he takes forever.
Yeah, and I've seen his Instagram like progress images, and yeah, it's insane how many perspective grids he does.
Yeah. I love this figure. This is just wild. The posture, like the back posture right here, how tight the like the back muscles come out, and then it's like he's kind of resting back on his hips.
Yeah.
It's very heroic, right? Super
It's
heroic.
so much weight shifted in there. Like that
Yep.
back and forth thing, you know, like that thing that they talk about, like how, you know, they're like here, 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 like the weighted stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And all the weight's going down in a direction like this to create like dynamic.
Yeah, like exactly. You got the zigzag, the zig of like the neck to the shoulders, the
Yeah.
zag of like the lower back, and then the hips kind of going back a little bit more, and then straight
You
down.
get that a lot with like lizard man characters and stuff, because they have that I don't know what it's called, the way that the leg works on a lizard, how the ankles and stuff are different. But
Lizard man.
yeah, I know what you.
Yeah.
Just that back and forth dynamic of the character, the stance and stuff that you guys are talking about. It's well suited to like dinosaur people kind of vibes.
I'd have to see what you're talking about. I'm intrigued.
I wouldn't know what to compare it to. I don't know any comics that utilize that a whole lot. I mean, I've seen a ton of anime. That's probably where it's coming from in my mind.
Right there, right here.
There's some lizard man.
No. I'm like really close in. Oh yeah.
That's looking good, dude.
Oh, I know it. It's actually probably like Dungeons and Dragons art that I'm thinking of that utilizes that a lot.
You don't know Dungeons and Dragons art.
I certainly don't know how to draw it, that's for sure.
You are the dungeon master. Daryl the dungeon master.
I get to use words, not drawings, luckily. Well, other people's drawings anyway.
Just it's Bob's in charge of doing the drawings when Daryl needs them.
He's a hard one to push. He doesn't want to draw for like work though when we're playing. Otherwise I'd get him to draw everybody's character on like one big ass picture.
Robe's like, yeah, draw him like this, draw him like that, Bob.
Check out Storm. Look at this.
That is great.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Just psychotic.
I think I fixed my sensitivity of my pen finally.
Oh, sweet. That's something.
Or maybe it has a lot to do with the new upgrade of RAM. What were their their timelines like for those books?
For these annuals?
Yeah, how much? No, how many pages were they pounding out?
That's like because it's once a year. There was no timeline. Like I guess like I'm sure Arthur Adams took a ridiculous amount of time to pencil these. Like
Well,
it
some of
must have
those
been insane.
panels would have been bananas for how long it would have taken to render.
Yeah, and 3 inkers too.
Yeah.
And yet it's cohesive. Like you can't tell who's inking what. At least I can't.
Well, you could tell the inker, you could be like, okay, you work on the thick, I work on the thin, and you work on the action. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like that's how you draw a face.
Yeah.
You don't draw the full face. It's like zoomed in so the frame crops out a little bit. You just get some good details, a little bit of nose, a little bit of eye, a little bit of mouth.
Enough to
That's it.
convey the emotion, right?
Yeah. I love his tech too. Like there's a good view of all the tech. Like this little open panel on the chair with whatever that is.
I like the different sizes, how the different sizes of people.
Yeah, Colossus is huge. I don't even think Wolverine's in that picture. He's too short. Oh yeah, you want to see an assortment of people? Check that out.
Oh shit.
Imagine drawing that panel. Everybody, everybody's there.
Yeah, but that's like how it's not even that big though, too. Like when he's drawing that panel.
Yeah, you're using like a needle,
Yeah.
drawing with a needle. Crazy. I love Loki's expression here. Yeah, look at all the people in this panel. That's just like how much information can you cram into one space?
And how big is that panel? Like actually, is it like 4 inches by the width of the book or what? Not even.
There. Yeah. I love this thing. This is my pride and joy. One of my favorites.
Oh, that is crazy though. Like
Yeah.
What year was that from?
85.
Oh, cool. Very
I was
cool.
10 years old.
Thaddeus posted the other day, first printing slab Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ooh, slab. How much is it worth? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's got to be worth a good amount.
That's got to be beautiful. Yeah. Wow. This is an interesting story. This cover, I saw this on Cartoonist Kayfabe. They talked about it a bit. So this is penciled by Carl Potts and inked by Jim Lee. Jim Lee wasn't sure if he wanted to be a penciler or an inker. So this was one of his first inking jobs.
Oh, back in the day when you could choose, eh? Do I want to be an inker or do I want to be an inker?
Yeah, like, which would you prefer? There's Jim Lee penciling, Jim Lee inking, Jim Lee penciling, Jim Lee inking. Man, look at this. Like that's today's Jim Lee, but back then, yeah.
Yeah, he draws the lower body like so beefy, right? Like,
Oh, we got Dan. Oh, he was there for a minute. He'll come in a second.
Who?
Dan Price from Bigfoot Knows Karate.
Oh, nice. Oh, he popped in and out.
He popped in and out, so he'll hopefully be back.
Oh, that'll be sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be the first time Dan's come on to a live stream with us.
Hopefully we didn't scare him off.
Yeah, he saw the Jim Lee stuff and ran away. No, more than likely it's probably a connection issue. He wasn't sitting down there for a while, was he?
No, he just popped in.
Or maybe he's like,
Popped
oh
out for
crap,
some
they're
time.
live, and then skipped out.
Just message him, see what's up.
Is he? Somebody messaged me on. Juan was he just did a heart to the live stream or whatever, so it's possible that Juan might show up.
Felipe, that's looking really great.
Thanks. Yeah, I've had quite a bit of trouble with the legs, so
Well, what you have going with that bent like quadricep there, it's beautiful. I love it.
thanks.
It's like
Yeah.
classic action hero.
It's got some goodness going on. The feminine form is definitely picked up in the femininity.
Thanks. Yeah, I've been trying my best to work on that.
Yeah.
Because I know there's definitely some spots in the book where I kind of didn't achieve that as much as I wanted to.
Yeah, there's definitely a man bulge in a couple of the. It happened.
Yeah.
You definitely can tell. Like at first, like we have a tendency to draw on more of what we know, right?
Yeah.
So and then kind of shifting to the female form, which is complex in its own design. So
It's important to
That,
make ladies look like ladies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Is that a
mayonnaise.
full page you're doing, Liam?
What's that? Sorry.
Is that like a full page you're doing?
It's a character study.
Oh, no.
I'm working towards a cover, but my major characters still don't have a full design yet. So I'm just
Gotcha.
I'm gonna post all these. When they're done, I'm gonna scan it in, do it full color, and just do a whole series of the character designs as part of the comic books.
Nice.
So yeah, this is my robot Tempo. This is my major character here, and this is his kind of like the two major leaders in the group with the robot from the future.
Nice. Looking really good.
Thank you. I want the robot to look cool, but also a little bit nerdy because he's a nerdy robot. Not as
Nothing
nerdy
wrong
as
with that.
C-3PO, but close,
I get you.
We need a Weird Al song for that one. White and nerdy. Gonna be wet and nerdy.
Love
Wet
that
and
song.
nerdy.
Oh, they see me mowing my front lawn.
Oh,
Come on, Dan, come back. I'm just waiting for him to come back.
where did you go?
I want to meet this guy.
Oh, he's epic. He's got the southern draw and everything.
Oh, so cool.
Let's see. I'll be like. I asked him if he was coming on.
I've been eyeballing moving down to the States. Thinking about doing some stuff. My uncle has a place in Florida where I can land and get used to it. And I'm looking at maybe Virginia, somewhere around there.
I
Art.
drove through Virginia once.
What's it like?
It was pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went through Pennsylvania and stuff too. That was really nice. Just
Pennsylvania is
mountains.
wild, hey? Like I drove through there one time too, and it was like rolly hills, and then when you get in there, there's bridges and
Yeah,
industry and stuff, and it's a really like it looks like if I was to paint a city, I'd want to paint Pennsylvania,
yeah.
Pittsburgh.
I remember my dad taking me to some my dad's a truck driver, like a long haul truck driver, and when I was sick as a kid, I usually went with him. Um, and he took us down to Pennsylvania once, and we like went through the mountains down into this valley, and the place where he delivered was like at the foot of this one mountain that just looked so picturesque. Like it looked like a painting in the sky. That's just how it looked. It was really cool.
Yeah.
There's definitely
go
some
somewhere-
epic scenery in the States.
Yeah, I figure going somewhere where I can afford to live, where it doesn't cost so much money, it's gonna give me a lot more time to focus on the art, and I can apply.
The
for
housing
some
market here is
positions.
bloody insane. So
It's like, and I don't know when it's going to change. Like, is it going to ever get any better, or is it going to stay like
I
this?
don't know.
It's just
The interest rates are going up soon.
I
Well, that'll
said to
help.
myself, I'll likely never own a home as a single dad. Is just like there's just no way.
right. So, like, looking at the states, everyone's telling me it's like you're insane. What are you doing? It's like, guys, your rent, your living expenses shouldn't be more than like a quarter of your take-home pay. If you're paying more than
No.
a quarter of your take-home pay, you're living in an area that's out of your league.
Yeah, and that's actually pretty close to the statistical recommendations by economists is that people shouldn't spend more than 30% of their income on what they on their accommodation. Otherwise, it's too heavy of a burden on the household.
There he is.
We become house poor, right?
Welcome, Dan.
How's it going,
What's
Dan?
up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Good, you?
Hey, man.
Doing good, thanks. Thanks for having me on today, guys.
Oh, thanks. For
Hey,
stopping
thanks for
by.
joining us, man.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, first time I'm using OBS over StreamYard, and so I'm just making sure I have all my stuff correct.
Nice.
So,
Welcome to the club. I think both Chad and I are running OBS as well.
okay, very cool. Yeah, I use it for work, but I don't really use it much in this realm. So anyway, all right, but I'm here now. What's going on,
Sweet.
fellas?
Yeah, I'm new to the OBS world. Liam introduced me to that, so
And just getting to know everybody real quick. So, who all is here?
I was just going to say, let me do introductions. So Chad Leduc, and he's the founder of Tardigrade Press.
Hey,
And
Chad,
he's
how
kind
are
of the
you?
guy who brought everyone together.
I'm well. Thank
He's
you.
there drawing one of his comics right now. And I'm Liam. My name's Liam Jones, and I'm a baby YouTuber, comic creator. I've been an artist, like a fine artist, for many years, and I'd like to become a comic artist now. So I've been focusing the last year writing a comic, making it, and I just finished up my first 6-pager. So Chad and I connected online with it was Color with Kurt, his stream. That's where we
Okay.
met. That was about a year ago. So we connected through that, and so I kind of came into his world a little bit. Daryl Sawatsky at the bottom there is a friend of Chad. What's up, Daryl?
Hey,
How you
guys.
doing, Daryl?
And he's
Good
a writer.
evening. Good afternoon.
He's writing. He's helping to write several projects with Tardigrade Press.
Outstanding.
Felipe Aguirre. He's from Minnesota, correct?
Oh, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Sorry, I'll get it.
You get his last name right. You just missed the state.
I'll get it little by little, making progress.
Very cool. Nice to meet you.
And nice to meet you too.
So Dan, tell us about yourself.
Oh, sure. My name is Dan Price. I live in Austin, Texas, and I am a comic book writer and artist for my, for my nighttime job. So I work on a book called Bigfoot Knows Karate. It is a oh gosh, what's the best way to describe it? It's it's think of it as like Godzilla versus Kong meets Kill Bill is kind of the best way I can easily describe the first issue of the
Nice.
book. It's a story of a gentle cryptid warrior who lives in a world where anyone can be the hunter and anyone can be the prey at any given time. And he is run through his paces this issue in the first issue by a cat named Kung Fu Thulu. and it's a gigantic kung fu doing Cthulhu. So they have an awesome battle, and there's a whole lot more going on in the book. I won't spoil anything else for y'all, but yeah. So that's what I do currently right now. I've done some other books in the past. Worked for some couple of different people, and just hanging out, having a good time. What about you guys? What do you? I mean, I've got my Sasquatch Klondike around here somewhere. How much longer is Vikings on Kickstarter?
It's I think 5 days.
5 days. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I backed that. I'm stoked. So.
Yeah, we're excited about it. We hope it funds, but if not, we're still going to be printing the book as well. So
okay. Count me in either way. Count me in either way. I'm in.
Nice.
So.
I'll send that out to any of the backers as well. If they're willing to purchase one of the books, that it will be available. So
perfect. Yeah, no, count me in for sure. Yeah.
Bigfoot Knows Karate is wicked. I love the book.
Thank you so much.
Stylization is wicked too.
I haven't cracked the physical one yet, but
stylization and stuff of the characters, and I love the just the concept of even what you just described. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh yeah, hey, look at that.
I called up so this is comiccon.com, and here you are. I don't know when is this recent, or how old is this?
This is from around October, November sometime. This is when we were doing the campaign. Yeah, this one threw me for a loop. I was not expecting this article, and we were pleasantly surprised. And when this came out, we were like, "Yay!" Because I got a message from someone. You're on the cover on the homepage of comiccon.com. And so I went, quickly, immediately to my computer, frantically typing. And yeah, this was fun. It was a good campaign. It was a lot of fun to do. And the book
this
was
is so much fun. Like, just looking at the art, there's multiple influences.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, we were just talking about Samurai Jack. I get a Samurai Jack vibe from some of these things.
Absolutely, yeah. I hear that a lot, actually. So I have a nephew. He showed me about 20 minutes of the show when he was a kid. It was beautiful. So all I'm going to say is I didn't watch it, but I'm going to take that as such a compliment, because that guy went back and looked at it after I finished.
Definitely a compliment.
I went back and looked at it after I finished the book, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's cool. It's beautiful. That another guy actually did a piece of fan art that he put Bigfoot and Cthulhu, and then Samurai Jack and the guy with the mask. And it was like one piece of, where the characters are together, because he saw that same, correlation there. So yeah, I've got that on my website, I think. But yeah, no, but I don't mean to hog the mic. I mean, I'm going to take up what y'all are talking about.
Not at all.
We've all been talking for a long time here.
Yeah.
Been hanging out for a while.
Right.
Actually, guys, I got to bow out and get my daughter ready for a birthday party. So I'm going to have to say goodbye. It was really nice to meet you, though, Dan.
Yeah, nice meeting you as well. Have a great day.
Yeah, man. I look forward to more of your work.
Oh, definitely. And you as well. Enjoy the birthday party.
Yeah, thanks. Have a good one, guys.
Take it easy,
All right, Daryl. Thanks, man. Good talking to you. There we go. Daryl Sawatsky.
I did some fan art for Dan that I sent to him just recently, too.
Oh, beautiful, too. that gray tones piece, that was beautiful. Yeah, it's on my Instagram. Let me see if I can share that. How do I get there? Yeah, it was gorgeous. I just love the fan art, and it knocks my socks off every time I see it. I'm just like,
I've seen one piece of fan art, I think, that came in for ours, and it was awesome. It was done during a live stream too, during like a Jimmy Reyes live stream for Page One Comics. And the guy,
he was with Page One.
Yeah,
there it is. Can you see it?
I enjoyed that one.
Nice tones.
Yeah,
that's
beautiful
awesome.
work. Beautiful work.
Thanks,
I
man.
loved it. Yeah. Oh man, I can't believe, my attitude is I can't believe anybody would take the time to draw something I do. You know what I mean? Like that's the part that always, that somebody took the time to do this. Like that's amazing because time's like the most precious thing, and the fact, Chad, that you took the time to draw that just means a ton to me.
Oh, I love Bigfoot. I'm inspired by the stuff that you're doing. Obviously, we kind of have the same kind of passion for drawing this cryptid, right?
Right. Right. Oh, well, when I first saw you guys when y'all did Klondike, I was like, oh, I'm following this. I'm back in this book. I mean, because it's like Bigfoot together, man. I don't know. To me, it seemed like such a cool thing, and it was so different. I mean, that I was like, yeah, let's check this out. And so now I've backed a few different Sasquatch, Bigfoot kind of comics. Roz and the Big Man, and I want to get my hands on that Savage Sasquatch. That one kind of looks pretty interesting too.
I got that actually coming in. I supported that last campaign.
Oh, did you? Okay, cool. I did not get a chance to support it. So I'm really curious to know more about that one.
Yeah, the work is top notch, right? Like
yeah,
these guys are well seasoned professionals, right? So I think I'm having a brain fart for the guy's name right now. I can picture him. Wes is his name? No. Yeah, his name's Wes, I think. So, which is really weird because I know a couple guys named Wes that are right into the Bigfoot stuff, right? So.
Oh, okay. Very popular amongst the Bigfoot enthusiasts.
When you draw this and that, you're using your fingers, aren't you, to draw this?
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
use my fingertip. So
You're drawing on a tablet?
No, I'm drawing on a laptop. So I draw on an HP Envy laptop, and it's just kind of what works comfortable for me. I thought about setting up on my phone and just having it so you could see my screen as I was drawing, but then I realized we're on StreamYard. I can just go OBS. But yeah, so you can't see the actually working. But yeah, I am right now. I'm drawing with my fingers. Sometimes you'll see me use my mouse as well.
That's so cool.
Oh.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah, that's one thing I remembered from us talking is that you used your finger to do a lot of the drawing, right? Like finger painting, but next level.
Yeah, a little different. Yeah, my hand shakes a little bit. Years ago, I was on a medication, and that was kind of like one of the side effects, and it never really quite all went away. And so when I used a stylus, you could see it a lot more. When something about doing it with my finger, it just glides a bit better or something like that. I'm not so particular about where the line goes down, and and so it's kind of helped hide that. So I'm for it. I'll stay with it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, and I draw in Adobe Illustrator too, which is another odd thing. A lot of comic creators don't use this, but
I love Illustrator. If I could use Illustrator all the time, I would, because it's just. Oh, yeah. I loved how it turns everything to vector, and you can get crazy brush effects that are actually vector. It's insane.
Yep. Yeah. And that's a big thing for me is like just, crazy brushes. Right now I'm just using a little, if y'all see my screen, just a easy, point to point brush. But
even then it's got a really rough texture to it. Like when I just saw, like, look at that. That's
that's a different brush altogether. And so, stuff like this. It's just great stuff because it just builds great textures and just like in my I like to use all that in my coloring and all of that stuff for sure, and then just in the line work in general. So
it's next level. It's like what brushes in Clip Studio and Photoshop try to be, but they don't quite get there. That's what I found anyway.
The only thing that, Illustrator is not pressure sensitive, you know what I mean? So it's length sensitive, or how many points are in your line sensitive. So you got to be really cognizant of the stroke weight that you're working in. You have to be real cognizant of that because, one line will be one length at, you have one brush that'll be at the same stroke point as another one, but they're completely different thicknesses and stuff like that. So, you're getting into like 0.01, like micron pen lines, you know what I mean? To make sure that you're not, your lines aren't getting too thick, and then you got to keep things grouped to make sure that when you grow something out, that all your lines don't shrink down because they're set at a 2-point stroke, and now you need them at a 3 or so.
That sounds like work.
It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. It's kind of maddening, honestly. But anyway.
Oh, sounds like a definite journey.
I'm a creative director, graphic designer for the last, 20 years. And so Illustrator is my bread and butter program. So it was like, for me, it just made all the sense in the world to stay in this program. And, but I think it would drive most people crazy, and I wouldn't blame them.
Stay where you're comfortable, work in your comfort zone. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm really comfortable with Illustrator from working as a designer for like vehicle vinyl wrap, signage.
Gotcha.
So
yeah,
I enjoy using.
You did that too? I did that for I did some freelance stuff with vinyl and car wraps and stuff.
Oh, I've done a couple of cars over the years. Yeah, they're fun. They're fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I love about this is that we have the typical Canadian accent, especially Chad. Chad's Canadian accent is epic. And then you have like the Southern accent, which is just like, it's
how Southern is it? That's the question I want to know. Cause you got to understand, I was born in Texas, right? But my folks are from England, and I'm Jewish. Okay. So like everybody basically thinks I'm from New York if they were born in Texas. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you gotta be from up East somewhere. And I'm like, what? No, I was born in El Paso. You know what I mean? But, so it's like, so I'm always really, not concerned about, I'm always curious as to how Southern I really sound to people from out of state or out of country.
You sound really Southern to
definitely
me.
a flavor.
Yeah.
All right, good. That's cool. I'll take it. I say y'all a lot too, so get ready for that.
That helps.
And we'll drop the A's. It's really funny because one of my buddies, like a Southie, right? So he's got this Boston draw with like the Canadian A's.
We go in the car.
And yeah, he's moving to Florida, right? And I'm gonna go, you're just gonna confuse the living shit out of people.
There's a fantastic video of an Asian guy with a Scottish accent that just blows my mind every time I see it. I think it's fantastic. He's just got the thickest Scottish accent, and I'm like, I'm impressed. I'm just like, this is so cool, because you never would. It's just a thought I would never have. You know what I mean? I was just so in thick Scottish accent. Sounded like Scrooge McDuck, or you know what I mean? So it was incredible. It was incredible.
We had some. Because we're a host family for soccer guys that come over to do soccer training over here in Canada. And it took me probably about a day or so to get used to what the one guy was saying, because it was so thick, Yeah. And he would speak so fast. So it took a little while for my brain engine to catch on. And
yeah, and life does not come with subtitles, so it's like sometimes you got to work fast on your feet, And yeah, my wife is fluent in Spanish. I mean, just fluent. And when we go, into Mexico or something like that, I know enough to kind of get by, but she keeps me alive and safe, and I appreciate that. So I don't know enough to get by. Actually, that's not quite true, but it's like I can hear things in conversations. But she's amazing. She's got it going on. So
nice.
Yeah.
I'd love to have a wife. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Yeah, single guy here. Woohoo!
I was single until I was 36, so it took a while for me to but it's Sarah, dude. If it hadn't been for Sarah, I'd probably be, hey, yeah, single guys rock, woo. I'd probably be saying the same thing. But it's just her. I don't know that I ever really wanted to get married, but like once we started dating, it was over. I was like, yeah, I don't ever want to be with anybody else. You're my person. We're doing this now.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
And nowadays being happily married and being an artist. I mean, that's the life. That's
It's the
That's
dream.
how does it get any better? Like you have all the amazing things right there.
I don't know.
I'm not complaining. I'll put it like that. That's for sure. So, what part of Canada are y'all? Are y'all spread out? Hold on. So, one of y'all was from Wisconsin, right? Felipe was,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What part of Wisconsin are you in, man?
The like southern kind of the Milwaukee area. Kind of
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And where are you guys in Canada? Which parts?
So we're around the Toronto area. I'm north of Toronto, and Chad is west of Toronto.
Okay, cool. Now,
In
what time
Ontario.
zone does that fall into?
Eastern Standard.
Is it Eastern or Central?
Okay.
Yeah,
thought it was
Eastern
Central.
Standard Time.
Yeah, I'm in Central.
Yeah, I'm in Central. So yeah, when you had sent the note that you guys were going to be in here today at noon, I was like, what time? Or what time
Oh
zone? 'Cause
yeah,
wasn't
I
sure.
forgot to mention that.
No
It's an
worries.
international world, yeah.
Yeah, so I just sent I just figured I'd punt and see if y'all were in. So give it a shot.
Because I sent one out to my buddy in Austria as well
Nice.
to see if he wanted to drop in, because I haven't really been able to connect with him very much lately. So
So we're just talking. We're not like live on YouTube or something like that right now, right?
I think we are. Yeah, we're live on
Okay.
my station and on Chad's Facebook.
Okay,
Like,
great. Well, I wasn't saying anything I couldn't handle having on YouTube anyway, so I just wanted to make sure. So
we don't have much of a following, but people do tend to watch it after the fact. So
that's cool.
yeah, try to represent right and be fair and talk to everyone and make it brand friendly. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having me on, for sure.
It's fantastic. Yeah, thanks
this
for
is
joining us.
exciting.
Chad told me about your work. He's been raving about it for a while, actually, and I went down the rabbit hole on your stuff a couple weeks ago, and yeah, it's so great, man, so fun. Like this whole like world of the Bigfoot Sasquatch thing. It's its own thing. It's different.
You know, you got to. I don't know. I'm trying some new characters out in this next issue. I've got a Chupacabra with a shotgun that's going to be making an appearance. You know, we've got
so cool.
What's his name? Chew Shot?
Yeah, no, just Chupacabra with a shotgun. I mean, I figure if Bigfoot knows good karate, then I can get away with Chupacabra with a shotgun.
Yeah, you can.
And then the other one is it's a kaiju with like a missile coming out of his forehead. His name is Thermonucleodon. So
Right.
so yeah, there's actually some dude sent me sketches of the Thermonucleodon already. I was like, man, I just drew this, and he's got sketches up. He's like, I want to show you what I'm working on. I'm like, crazy. Thank you. You know, but it's fun. I mean, I'm having a blast coming up with this crazy shit. I mean, and my co-writer Casey, he's nuts too. So we're having fun.
Sounds like it. Yeah,
yeah.
so good.
We're having fun.
Yeah, Casey started to follow me on a couple of my social media sites and stuff.
Cool.
So
Cool.
I'm really thankful for like all the support that you've been showing Sasquatch Vikings as well.
Oh
And,
man, pleasure.
By posting updates on the progress of the project. So
Oh man. Yeah, no sweat, man. I mean, like, look, dude, we're all in this together. You know, I mean, that's my attitude is like somebody in indie comics is doing well. I call that a win for everybody, you know, and you guys have always been kind to me for sure. And, you know, I don't know, what's that old phrase? It doesn't cost nothing to be nice. You know, I mean, some people get so angry and petty and just, you know, silly about all this stuff. And I'm like, man, I just want to have fun. That's the entire reason I'm doing this again. Cause I used to do comics years ago and it stopped being fun and I had to walk away. And, you know, the rule of thumb now is that as long as this is fun, I'm having a blast. And what you guys are doing, it's fun. You know, you can see you love what you're working on, you know, and it's great. It's freaking great. And I like the
best
first
thing
book.
about comics. Sorry, go ahead.
No, and I like the first book too. I mean, that's it. No, go ahead.
Yeah, the best thing about comics is when you collaborate. And if you like the people you collaborate with, that's like, does it get any better? Like, that's amazing, right? But if you're collaborating with people that are getting ego involved and like they're not good people to work with, then it can be hell, right? It can go either one way or the other. So, you know, I mean, working with guys like Chad is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
This is I don't know if y'all can see this. This is a sign I keep over my desk, or
Ego
next to my
kills
desk.
talent.
Ego
Yeah.
kills talent. So I keep that I keep that next to my desk, so anytime I'm getting a big head, I can look at that and go, yeah, just draw, asshole, just draw. So do your fucking job and draw. Pardon my language. Can I say that? Am I gonna curse?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Cool. Thank you. But yeah, I keep that next to me.
Yeah, I heard that's like the number one impediment to any kind of endeavor is like, especially when you're going to collaborate, is ego just kills everything, kills
Yeah.
creativity, kills group dynamics. And then you end up just losing,
I'm fortunate with Casey because we met through something called the Comic Jam years ago. It's this thing that he runs. It's like an online workshop for comic book creators. They have the writers vote on a theme. They get a week to draw, or the 1 week to write a 1-page, 6-panel comic, and then those are divvied out to artists at random. And the artist has to draw this random script that they're given based on a theme. And so that's how I met Casey.
Nice.
And we worked on something together, and we just hit it off. And and one of the things that our big deal with each other is we do not our egos aren't such that we can't criticize or critique is a better way to put it. Just critique each other, and you can say no and veto things and stuff like that. And it's just like I had this whole idea for a character to have a Venus flytrap attached to his body that was like living off his body like a venom symbiote type thing, you know what I mean? And he was like, okay, that's too much, dude. I'm like, oh, come on, but the flytrap, anyway, but we worked it out. You know what I'm saying? And
well, that's no small undertaking, working something like that out. Like those are the kind of disagreements that, if you really take it to heart, can just destroy the whole project. So it takes a maturity to do that, right?
Right.
That's amazing.
And he puts up with me, and that's not an easy task in and of itself either. And so he gives into me on things. This is one of those ones I was like, yeah, man, whatever you want to, because he knows what his vision is for that particular character and all that. And he goes, we can do the Venus flytrap for another character. I was like, nah, you ruined it, but I'm kidding around. He's such a good, that's the thing though. He's such a good guy. He's so easygoing, he's such an easygoing dude. It makes it a lot of fun to work with him. So yeah, collaboration, when you find the right people, like hold on to them, enjoy each other, because that doesn't come along very often.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Felipe, I just saw you draw the face and then erase it. That was huge.
Yeah, well, I just kind of lined it down so I can tighten it up a bit. That's kind of my process. Like, draw it rough, lighten it up so I can barely see it, tighten it up, then do the yanks.
Yep, I hear that.
Ooh, foot cramp.
This thing that I'm doing here, so my robot, this is my time traveling robot Tempo here on the left, and I haven't fully figured out his like lower regions, so I'm designing his feet and his like pelvis, robotic pelvis, and the design isn't solid yet. So I've redrawn this thing like 6 or 7 times already. It's just like, oh, what do I do? How does this look? Oh man, yeah, it's work.
It's awesome looking though. Now, and these are okay. So Liam, those are all your original characters there.
They will be, yeah. So
Okay.
they have cybernetic parts and stuff. Let me show you this thing. I just finished up a 6-page comic, my first 6-page full color thing in my own style. I won't take long here. I won't hog. Where are we? Here we are. Yeah. So this is page 1 right
Okay,
here.
hold on, let me
We'll
flip
give you
back
the
over.
Jeopardy.
Oh wow! Make this larger.
Right on. Thanks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So this
Oh,
was the
that's
first
cool.
full color thing. Like I was like, how do I do this? And I'm just trying to figure out how to do it. Like I did this Back to the Future reference right here
Mhm.
because it's a time travel thing. So I'm just hinting at what the story is going to be.
Right.
And the best page is this one right here. So this is where the robot
Holy
design
cow.
came in. So this is Tempo. This is what he looks like, but I haven't done his lower regions yet, right? So I took forever designing all of his shoulder, chassis, head, his antenna array, etc. Right?
That's awesome.
Thanks, dude. And this is
Oh
their
my God, that's so
spaceship.
cool.
Woo! I love it. Thanks, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Oh,
See,
like
I'll-
Chad was with me. Like he saw me designing all this stuff for like months.
Oh, that's awesome. Hold on one second. Hey, Sarah, Lynn, Gary's calling. All right, sorry about that.
That must be the
that's-
secret message for
Okay.
run over here and check out this drawing.
my nephew in Colorado, he's calling. Gary.
You want us to grab it?
Yeah.
You know I got to drop that now, Liam. Gary's calling
Gary's
That's right.
calling. Yeah.
That's code.
for awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry about that. I do.
No, no, no,
apologize.
no.
Oh, it's awesome. It's great.
We're all about
My chair squeak is not a fart. It sounds like a fart
Autonomy.
sometimes.
Oh,
But it's
my
just a
chair
chair.
squeaks all the time, man.
Yeah, I've been drawing hands forever, perspective studies, different things, just trying to figure out how these guys are going to look.
Hey, at least you can draw hands. I still haven't figured that out yet. I mean, so good on you for taking the time to study. Seriously.
I love the studying. The problem is I have to do some finished work, you know. So that's why doing the actual comic was great. Trying to get these fighting sequences, work out dynamics, right? Yeah, it's fun. Do you do any YouTube videos, Dan?
No, I don't. Sorry, I was just hearing something weird. No, I don't. I don't have I have a YouTube channel that had like my trailer and stuff on it for the campaign, but no, I don't actually have like anything going on my YouTube channel other than that.
Wow. And you've done
Yeah.
so well still. That's awesome. So
Oh.
encouraging.
I did a lot of podcasts during my campaign. I was lucky enough to work with a gentleman named Jeff, Jeff Haas, who handles. He's a publicist basically, and you know what we basically did was, I mean, I worked with him. He got us on a lot of different podcasts and stuff. We wrote a press release and all that good stuff, and
Whew.
just did that whole media blitz. It was a big deal for how we got, we did okay on our campaign, right? And so that was kind of a big deal for me to do it that way. I work in, I'm a creative director, like I said. I work in marketing and advertising, so my attitude going into the campaign was a little different. I had some goals and objectives that I wanted to hit to get the word out, and I look, and you know how it is. We all know how it is. We all have jobs. We're trying to do our books. We're trying to do, lives, families, whatever you got going on, right? You can't
Yeah.
do it all. You cannot do it all. And if you can't do it all, then find somebody who can do it for you, and and find somebody good who can do that
Yeah.
for sure.
Absolutely. So if you have the money, if you're willing to put the money out, you can get someone who's real savvy with the marketing, can search around, is willing to wear many hats.
It was yes. I mean, and it was worthwhile. It was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it for sure. I was we had $1,000 goal and for the campaign, right? And and that was literally kind of took care of a couple of little art things I needed, and the publicist funds, and then but we did 7,300 in our campaign, and so
Ooh, beautiful.
it paid for itself, and it got us a lot of eyeballs, because in the end of the day, I mean, yes, money, but it's not really about money, because in the end of the day, really, what do you make in the end? I mean, I still came out, -$6 after I took into account, paid everybody, for their contributions, paid everybody
Mhm.
for their paid the printers and paid, everything that needed to get taken care of, Gemini mailers, whatever. And then booked some shows with that, leftovers. And, after that, okay, it's all gone now.
Yeah.
So we're back at
Yeah.
square one again. But, that wasn't really the point, was it? To really make money on this first book, it's just to I was going to put the money back into it anyway. So it didn't really.
It's a long-term goal, right? You have
So,
to
yeah.
set yourself up for the next one. So now you got the notoriety. People know that you're going to do fulfillment. They know what your product is all about. It's like it wasn't a loss, even though
No.
it may
Oh,
seem like it
no.
was, right?
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't, definitely was not a loss. No, I mean, I was so happy with that campaign. I was so happy with response to it. I mean, like I'm blathering, man. I should let somebody else talk.
How big?
honestly.
Oh, no, it's great, man. It's awesome. How big was your comic? Was it 24 pages or?
30 pages for the regular story, and then it was 44 pages for a deluxe edition.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so
man.
the deluxe edition was here. I have one right here. If y'all can see that, let me center up my camera. Sorry. So this is the
Let's
deluxe
get you up here.
edition, one of those, and this had we received a lot of fan art, right? So this one, I'm gonna try and hold it this way so you can't see that last page. This page had this one had a director's commentary. The QR code there, if you click the QR code, it would take
Beautiful.
you to a director's commentary video. And then we had all this, fan art gallery that was in there too.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, so we had like a 10-page fan art gallery. The director's commentary was in there, and some extra sketches that I had done as well. So that was what made the deluxe edition. And so we had some different covers on it and stuff like that. It was fun.
Do you have a
Real fun.
Kickstarter campaign active now?
No.
No.
It'll be several months before I'm back at that again. I've got a whole nother book to do here. I've got so much work to do.
I'm looking
I
at
do.
doing a small NFT. We're going to try the NFT thing.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not sure
tell me
how it's
about
going to
that.
go. Yeah, we'll see. But I got a 24-page comics script ready to go based off of this. The prequel was an afterthought because I just wanted to get something done first. So 6 pages fully colored is like, now I've got something. People can see what I can do. We'll do the actual comic now. And so that's going to be,
Right.
I'm going to hire some people on to help out with that for sure. Because doing it myself, it'll be
great.
like 2 years before it gets done.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
It takes a while. It takes a while. I mean, it's going to be a while before I get this next one out. But I mean, yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? I've got side stories that we're going to have done. What is it? This artist here who did this piece, I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the artist who did this piece here, he
Looks like Dale Keown.
it's a gentleman named Adam Caswell. He actually sent me this as a piece of fan art. Okay, this is actually a print of it.
Wow.
He sent me a piece of fan art and he mailed it to me. I have the original sitting right over there. And I said to him, well, no, this is beautiful. I'm going to pay you for the cover, or pay it, and we're going to use it as a cover. And so he ended up doing one of the covers, and then he's going to end up doing a side story that we're working on. It's going to be like a little prequel book that's going to come out between issues 2 and 3. So, and then we're going to have some extra side books coming out between issues, just because it's taken me so long to draw them. So that way we can have some other things happening and keep the mythos and the storyline moving along.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Have you got your stuff in any stores?
One currently, no, 2 currently. I keep doing that. 2 currently, one here in Austin, one up in Dallas, and then, but I just, and then I don't have any sort of distribution deal or anything like that. That's for sure. But I will, trot along and start working on that more. I've got a show coming out this weekend, but the next weekend I've got a show then, and a store signing like a few days after that, and then another store signing here in Austin, and then I'm going to really start kind of working on brick and mortar stores. But I also have an online store, cwsbookstore.com. And that you can get that at Comics Wellspring. If y'all are familiar with the printer, Comics Wellspring is their online store. You can pick up the book there. And then I've got another online store that I'm about to sign up with here soon, called Mephisto Comics. They're just about to launch.
Oh, you're working it. Comics Wellspring.
Comics Wellspring, they're the printer I used for these, and they're amazing. It's such a great printer. They're out of Michigan, so I don't know how bad shipping would be coming from Canada. It's closer than coming from Texas.
That's
sure.
not far at all. Like it takes
Yeah.
maybe
Michigan's
3
not far
days
from us.
for them to ship from there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So-
great. Look at these guys. Their site is awesome.
Oh, they're great. I've used Kablam. I used ComExpress back in the day before they closed down. There was also another one like on comicbookprinter.com or something like that. I can't remember. They did my Masters of the Obvious work and stuff like that. But these guys are the best I found thus far. Out of all the on-demand printers for comics, these guys are my favorite.
Comic book makers.
Yeah, they did.
Wellspring.
They even screwed up. They even screwed up my books and made them right so quickly. I really couldn't complain. You know, they printed the proof rather than the revised proof, and they were amazing. Like I called them up and said, "Hey, these are wrong. I got like 400 comics, 375 comics that are wrong," and they were like, "All right, we're mailing you some labels. We're gonna have ship those back, and we're gonna ship new ones to you." I said, "Okay." So they took care of it like champions.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Man.
that's a
You know
And
what
they
I'm
have a
finding
phone
is that
number, and they have a phone
in-
number. You can call them. Go ahead, Liam.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
they got it here in the top. They got a good thing. So there is some competition in the market. It's not like it's a monopoly. So I guess like back in the day, it was Diamond distributors. Everyone had to be with Diamond, and that's how you would get onto the newsstand and convenience stores and stuff. We were just talking about this earlier. It's like the market's changed from that. Now it's just like you have to find your own way through. There's no one particular way that everyone is doing. Right. Some people are saying that it's just do Indiegogo, or just do Kickstarter, or just do your own independent thing. Some people say build up a YouTube channel like you did yours through podcasts and just marketing.
Yeah.
So like there's
And
really no
Instagram, yeah.
yeah. I mean the social media thing is really difficult. It's so much work. I'm trying to do it, and I honestly I haven't gotten anywhere really. I mean, I have got somewhere, but not like what I'd like. This is
What social media platforms are y'all all on?
me. I'm on YouTube and on Instagram at Liam Jones Artist. And Chad.
Hold on, let me look you up here. So
I'm just solely Facebook, Instagram. I'm not a Twitter person, so
mhm.
I haven't figured out the Twitterverse yet.
Twitter's something special.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
I've had no luck. I've put very little effort into Twitter. I
Yeah.
put more effort into Instagram. Got somewhere with it, but
What's
YouTube is
your
where-
handle again?
Liam Jones Artist, and I use that
Liam
same
Jones.
name for Instagram and YouTube and everything else.
Artist. Okay.
I wear an
Found you.
orange toque with
Yeah.
a blue shirt with my hands
Consider
like
yourself
this.
followed, man. There you go. Got it.
Ah, you're the best, man. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, no sweat. Who else do I need to follow in here? Chad, I got you.
Felipe.
Felipe, man, where are you on
Yeah.
Instagram?
Yeah, Aguirre illustration.
Yeah, Felipe's Instagram is a lot of fun. I love it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Boom.
trying to be more active on there.
Well,
But
I've now followed you, so we're there now, man. So perfect.
awesome.
Thank you
It's the
so
Cool
much.
Kids Club.
All right.
That's where all
I'm
the cool
in.
people hang out.
Thank-
Yeah. I think I'm gonna head out now. It's great hanging with you guys though. So
Yeah, it's good
The work
to see
looks
you.
great, man.
yeah,
That looks
thanks.
good, man.
great, man.
Yeah,
Fun.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you.
You as well.
Uh,
Sorry to run you off.
Yeah. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. Have a good one, guys.
All right,
good
take it
afternoon.
easy, Felipe. Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Right on, right on.
Yeah, Felipe was working on a drawing for a comic that it's the first comic that he's ever drawn. And
That's
it's
awesome.
for one of the biological series that we're releasing through Tardigrade called The Silver Sparrow. So,
Oh, cool.
yeah, he illustrated the book. It was inked by another artist called Alan Moda. And Alan's a really young, really talented inker. He was just featured on Robert Marzullo's channel for what is it, like a fan critique?
Yeah, they've been doing that like a couple of times a year. They have David Finch, Robert Marzullo, and who's the other guy? on there
It
critiquing their work?
was How to Draw Comics.
It's Scott McCloud.
Um,
That's
No. Oh,
Understanding
that's a great
Comics.
book,
That's
though. I
Understanding
love that
Comics.
book.
oh man, oh, I know his name. It's not coming to me right now.
Yeah.
Clayton Barton.
They do, they do a whole bunch of critiques. They ran through a bunch of people, and Alan Moda was on there. His mic wasn't working, which was pretty funny. So he was just writing on the screen.
He always has some sort of little technical difficulty.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, but he's in like rural Brazil, like South Brazil. Like
Yeah,
right
when his
off the
audio
Pearl
is on,
Bar
there's like
Nature
sheep and
Reserve.
stuff in the background. It's amazing.
Yeah, the one
Birds
time there was
chirping.
a sheep just going. "Brr, brr."
Oh, that's too funny.
It was classic.
Yeah, he's great.
Alan's awesome, and you know what? An exceptional inker. Like he's oh yeah, I've been inking for like a year and a half or whatever, and he's like pro level inking.
You give him good pencils, he'll do it justice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I could show you
Man.
what they've done here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
please.
have the cover of the Silver Sparrow, the one that Kurt colored? Is that Felipe's pencils? Or was that your pencils? I forget.
No, that was Solera.
Solera.
Michael
Yeah.
Russell colored that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the end of the book that I'm
Okay.
Viking.
Oh.
So, but I'm still working on the dialogue and getting that stuff worked out here. But here, let me pause this for a sec, and then I will.
Oh.
I just gave you a little bit of a taste there.
Yeah. Bring it on. I'm
So
checking
good.
it out.
So good.
And then, sorry, my mouse is. I set my screens up differently, so I got to move my mouse in a certain orientation to go from screen to screen now, and my brain's like arguing with it because it's a different motion than before.
He just got this whole new setup. Just today's the first day, right? You got your computer back and everything set up.
Yeah. Oh, we can show you here. Let's show you let's toot Liam's horn a little bit more here.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Liam did a cover for us, and considering this is all Sasquatch related right now,
Yeah.
we might as well pump it. So
Holy shit.
It's
Dude,
a
that's
little saturated there,
badass.
but that was a lot of fun doing that. I was referencing Simon Bisley.
yeah, I said,
my God.
you did the waxing Sasquatch props.
Because he's got the biceps and the abs. We know what people want to see.
Dude, that's amazing looking though. That's digital, that's traditional. Tell me.
Traditional.
That's amazing. What did you use? Is that watercolor or
I use
Acrylic, or what are you
acrylic.
using?
Yeah,
Okay.
acrylic and pencil crayon.
There's the
Jesus, that's amazing, dude. Well done.
Thank
I'm
you.
blown away. I am blown away.
Whoa, the title's on it. I haven't seen that.
Very cool.
yeah.
How do you pronounce that? Is that the Eastern European Baiwa, or is that
Bajwa or
Bajwa?
yeah. People can pronounce it different ways.
And so that is regional to where?
This is it's used in India, and it's
Okay.
also used locally for I want to say Ojibwe.
Okay, badass. That's cool. So the word lately for me has been Hinagon, okay, which is the Japanese word for Bigfoot. Has been the word that has been creeping through my brain a lot lately. So
Here, we'll throw this one down here.
yeah, let's see.
That's
That's cool.
that's the Solera. This is the K. Michael Russell color, but this is another artist,
Beautiful work.
Simon Bonifant. He's a local artist to the Montreal region. Which cover of Sasquatch Klondike did you get?
I got the full face shot, the black and white.
Okay.
Yeah, close up of the face.
Sweet.
Yeah.
If you message me your address and stuff like that, I could send you some other books.
Oh, God, let me know what I owe you. I'll send you PayPal.
Yeah, no worries. Like
That sounds great.
I did this specialty cover. This was my first like digital
Yeah.
first digital
Yeah.
cover.
Dude,
I
wow.
have that. Hold on. Here it is. Yep. Hold on. Hang tight. That sits up on my wall. Can you see that? This you guys sent me a card.
Oh, the little postcards.
Yeah,
They're
and
nice.
Dan, thanks for being on board from the beginning and helping us with make this project a reality. Yeah, so that hangs up on my wall in my office actually.
Sweet.
So yeah.
I got the fan art all around me. I got like whatever people send me, it's hanging.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, my here, I don't know if y'all can see, but if you look, I don't know. I've got a hardwire in my computer, so it's kind of hard to show. Never mind, don't worry about it. But there's just all sorts of good stuff. Let me see more things though. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. Well,
But
considering
yeah.
we're talking like Sasquatch stuff, I'm just kind of been pumping the Sasquatch.
Beautiful.
stuff.
It's so beautiful. That is so cool looking.
Where were we going? We were going to the Silver Sparrow. Oh, you wanted to. This is the next book that's coming out.
Okay.
You guys, here's the test video. Is it gonna here?
We
wait.
can hear it, but we can't see it.
Hear what you want to
Yeah. Oh, holy cow.
Oh, that's just that. Here, let's do test video 2, 3. I know I did a couple versions of this video. Oop, sorry, they're playing on 2 different monitors.
You're fine. Okay, that's badass.
Yeah, this is the Fatal Charades. This is the one that Daryl wrote with artist Bob Little.
Very cool.
Which should be pretty sweet.
When are y'all releasing that?
That will be released soon. He's got like a few pages left.
Okay.
Let's see here. We're getting to the Silver Sparrow stuff. I think that was the premise of where I was going with this. Inks, Neutron Star, Vikings, Silver Sparrow.
While you look for that, let me show you this one thing here.
Sure.
On topic. Just share screen. There. On Instagram, I put a filter to it. Check this out.
That on
So it moves
CapCut?
in. Yeah, exactly. The CapCut thing.
Yeah,
that was
CapCut's
going around.
great.
It's a lot of fun. It just does that. I only got the app to do that one effect.
I only got
Super
the one.
I
Super
did.
fun.
I was playing with CapCut yesterday. Can I share something with y'all?
Yeah, please do.
See if can I share from Instagram on the Instagram app from here?
Why
You
is
can
that?
probably
find
do
out.
a screen share and have to go on Instagram.
Okay, let me figure this out. So
Unless you have it
share.
into your OBS.
I don't. I'm gonna have to go to Instagram. Oh, here. That's my problem. No, I was playing with that yesterday. No, stop. Don't do that. That's bad. Okay. All right. And then let me do. So I don't use StreamYard a whole lot. So okay. So share screen. Okay.
Does it have audio? Just click the
It
audio button if
does.
it does.
Yeah, share system audio, and then window. Okay, can y'all see the Instagram thing there?
Not yet.
No?
You got to do
Still-
the share. You got to click on the actual screen you're sharing.
Okay, hold
Oh,
on.
I saw it there. Hold on. Bring it up.
Okay, hold on.
You had it.
I got it. Hold on. Remedial
either-
remedial StreamYard with Dan Price. There we go.
There we go. Where are you?
All right, so share.
There you go.
Okay. Can y'all see that?
Oh yeah.
The- Okay, here, let me here. Here, let
Oh
me
yeah.
reboot it. Hold on, let me reboot it so you get it from the.
Oh, that looks great. I love the glitch.
I was playing with glitch effects in After Effects just recently.
Oh man. So there's audio
There
for
you-
that, right?
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, could y'all not hear the audio?
No,
Oh shit.
no, but it was good.
Okay, good. I won't make y'all do that over.
Is that
again,
on
then.
your Instagram?
That's on my Instagram. Yeah.
Hmm.
I like
Sweet.
playing with the CapCut stuff on Instagram. Instagram's been amazing for, as far as social media and getting the book, moving and stuff like that. That's been the comfort spot for me personally. Over Twitter and Facebook for sure.
Yeah, I've seen you've been pretty active there. I followed
Yeah.
you on Instagram some time ago, and yeah,
Oh,
your
thank
your
you.
Instagram is stellar. Like it's so, and you post pretty regularly too, don't you?
Yeah, like
Fairly,
two,
fairly
three
regular?
times a week, probably, maybe more if I can. But yeah, I'd like to post at least 3 times a week, and get something up there. Usually fresh content, hopefully. It just depends on what's going on. Right now, I can post a lot more freely than I can in a couple of months when I'm gonna get into a point where I'm like I can't show people what I'm working on.
That's where I've been at for the last while. I've been dead on Instagram because I've just been working on the comic, and I don't
Yeah.
want to kill it too much, right?
Yeah.
And I've been in hiding.
Then you get messages because you have been in hiding. Everything okay?
Yeah.
You're like, everything's fine, dude. Just work.
You didn't get the vid, did you?
You know what?
Yeah.
What's even better about that? Nobody came looking for me.
Aw,
Aw.
so sad. Man.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I'll come looking for you.
Yeah,
for
man.
Yep, I'll hunt you down.
Do you know
Listen,
where he
guys,
lives? Or...
I'm gonna cut out. This has been
All
a
right,
real
man.
treat.
Thanks for having us on.
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for the follow, man. And just
Yeah.
once again, where can people reach you if they want to get
Oh.
your? Can they buy the last comics you had?
Yeah, they can go to my previous stuff or or Bigfoot. I'm sorry.
Whatever you got available. What do you got going on in your life? What do you want to plug?
Oh, right now, right now the Bigfoot Knows Karate is the big thing. I also have another project coming out later this year called Halloween Man Meets Latex Avenger. It's a crossover between myself and Drew Edwards Halloween Man and my character, my old title character, Latex Avenger. Latex Avenger is a superhero satire. He's got a sidekick named Spermicidal Foam Lad, and together they repel crime 99.9% of the time. And they are meeting up against Drew Edwards, Halloween Man, where hijinks ensues. So that's written by Drew and myself with art by Paulo Hernandez, and that'll be coming out later this year. And otherwise, just Danomite139 on Instagram, and check out BigfootKnowsKarate.com to go get comics, shirts, merch, whatever. So it's all there.
And that
We'll
site
post
is,
all that in the description on the video. That's
Oh, thank you.
fantastic.
and that
Thank
site
you.
is wicked. So
Oh, say that again, Chad.
that site is wicked.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah,
It's very well put together.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank
So
y'all
with
for having
interviews
me
like
on.
this, I like posting a couple of like clip videos. I'll put together like just short clips with some of the highlights. I did one so far, but I have a bunch more in the ready using this like app on the phone called something, whatever, like some kind of video editor. So if you don't mind, if I could do that and post some shorts.
Have fun, definitely. I just
Cool,
appreciate you letting me come on and hang out with you guys for a minute.
For sure.
Right on.
Yeah, if you want to hang around for just a couple more minutes here, Dan.
Yeah, sure. I'm
And
around.
Awesome.
I show you some of these pages that Felipe and Alan have been working on.
Would love to see that.
For sure.
All right, guys. Peace.
All right, take
See ya.
Take it easy,
Liam.
Liam. Be well, man. All right.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
We've been
Make my
moving
screen
in and out. People have been coming and going, which is all right. So
Cool.
it's been a live stream that's had a lot of new things happen. More people, more artists. We're just trying to connect people and community to one another, right? So
Yeah, that's great.
it's awesome
So-
to grow a community, right?
It is very cool. You know what? We're as crazy as the world is, the indie comics community, it's a good place to be. That's a
Absolutely.
beautiful looking piece.
Yeah. So Felipe, the guy that was just on,
Yeah.
these are his drawings. I think this is page 24. So he finally kind of reveals the Silver Sparrow suit, and
Awesome.
he's this is the first book that he's worked on, and you can see from the beginning to now, like how he's come into his own, right? So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's compare. Yeah. How long ago was this piece?
I think he finished this about a month ago.
It's I mean, based on just the layout he was working on previously, or earlier on the live stream. I mean, it's this is good. Don't get me wrong, but you can see the growth.
For sure. Like this is
Yeah.
one of the first pages he turned in was sorry, trying to get my mouse to navigate over here in the Photoshop side of things. This was his first page, one of the first pages.
Awesome.
And this is inked by Alan. So
Very cool.
What I can do is just minimize some of this stuff, but you can see like he's just got a fantastic inking ability.
Oh
Even though
yeah.
there isn't a whole ton of information in the pencils. And
He
this is the thing too,
extrapolates.
is he becomes more mature as an inker. He'll feel more confident in creating and making his own lines and adding his own things as well. So
Yeah, no, his line work's great. He makes good choices. He understands lighting, which is fantastic.
for sure.
Yeah.
He's got great line weight. And this is the thing that I've been learning just about inking is the line break, that there's not solid line, that people are creating a lot of line break in their inking, right? Where
Yep.
my inking is here, let's see here. This is my ink over, right? Where it's just a lot more solid. I do have to add line weight to the images themselves, but
Yeah. No, look, I mean, some people with line weights and stuff, they have these singular lines that go on forever, and then I think a lot of times nowadays people do that to make their coloring quicker because they can just fill the spaces in with the paint bucket, you know what I mean? And then I mean, that's awesome. What is this piece?
this is the last page that I completed. This is the very last page that I've done.
That's awesome. Now talk about understanding the use of blacks, man. That's amazing.
So, and I'm sure because you've seen the first issue of Sasquatch, right?
Mhm.
So you would be one of the first people to see the growth in the work.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Oh my goodness. Now and then look, first of all, the page is dynamic as shit. You know what I mean? It's like there's a lot of movement, which I'm always a big fan of because I hate stiff pages. And but the line work or the weights, the line weights, and then just the use of blacks are fantastic. See, that's something that I always feel like I suffer with, is not being able to use a black properly. But I love all those solid, thick blacks in the page. That's fantastic.
Yeah, some people really like. I'm like, I got to limit the amount of blacks that I'm using, but then other people
No,
are
I
like,
like
no.
No, I like that in Klondike too. I mean, because that was black and white book. It was very there's heavy blacks in that. I like it because I'm always attracted to shit I don't do. You know what I mean? Like I'm always you know what I'm saying? Like because I don't, if it's something that I'm really, if it's similar to what I draw, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, I might be interested in it, but like stuff that I'm unable to even wrap my head around because I don't understand lighting to save my life. I don't understand heavy blacks to save my life. You know what I mean? Like everything's color, color, color to make it work. So I'm so jealous of your abilities to use heavy blacks and understand the lighting, and it's just gorgeous. I mean, it really is. So.
Well, thank you, sir. I really, no, I appreciate all the stuff that you guys are doing, and I definitely caught my eye when I saw the stuff and reading through the book, and also the story arc and how it changed. And
Yeah, that threw some people off.
That didn't surprise me based on the whole mythology, and not to mention the stories. Like, have you ever listened to Sasquatch Chronicles?
No.
No. to take a listen when you're sitting and drawing one time. Just turn on Sasquatch Chronicles.
It's a podcast.
It is, and it's fantastic. It is. You'll see where I get some of my inspiration from.
Okay.
And not to mention too that I am a person who has had an encounter as well.
Have
so-
you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you care to elaborate? Because I'd love to know more.
I've had one sighting, and the other one was an encounter in a tent. So,
Wow. Okay. So you gotta understand. I'm not much of a believer of anything. Okay. You have to just know that going in the door with me.
Yeah.
So when one of the rules in the story was that you can't see Bigfoot. And as you saw with the hunter shooting at the rabbit, and then he gets shot in the shoulder because they don't even realize what they're shooting at. You can't see Bigfoot because in our world, people don't see Bigfoot. They hear about Bigfoot, they talk about Bigfoot. Some people have seen Bigfoot, but like by and large, you don't see Bigfoot. And the reason that Bigfoot's not visible is because Bigfoot is not visible. Okay, like that's kind of like the play that I made with it. And but there are certain people in this universe, and we haven't really gotten into that, who are touched, who are able to see a Bigfoot, and those are rarities, consider yourself one of them. I mean, that's amazing. You've had,
They talk
wouldn't know what to do.
about vibrational beings, right? That they come into our reality, right? Based on vibrational coordinates, right? So if you're vibrating at the same vibration they are, then they're more observable.
You're vibing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So how long ago did this happen to you?
It happened on July 4th of 2016.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's an
That's
important.
amazing.
Yeah. It was, I was just having a general stroll in the wilderness, but I don't take trails. I just kind of cut through.
Okay.
And I just was kind of scanning the environment. I had my video camera with me, but it was pointing in a different direction than my head was looking.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked over and saw this being looking at me from standing between two trees. But it was weird because it was like really skinny, lanky, and I thought it was like a naked teenager. But it was a naked teenager covered in like this reddish brown hair, totally naked, like kind of Teen Wolf, like would be the kind of, how Teen Wolf's hair kind of straggled off his arms and
Like
stuff.
Michael J. Fox, Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It'd be cool if he could have played basketball too. Your Bigfoot is like shooting dunks, and that would have been awesome.
and
But go ahead.
it basically, I like said hello because I was freaked, because I thought
Sure.
it was a naked teenager, and it turned and ran away quadrupedally.
What?
Yeah. Like it didn't run like on twos. It just dropped down to all fours and just like, but it covered probably like 150 yards in like 2 to 3 seconds.
Wow.
It was bananas how fast this thing was.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And I'm trying to make sense of it, right? Like at first I was like, what was that? Was that a deer? Like, like I'm trying, because I couldn't make sense. Like I know I'd seen a human, but I was trying to think like it moved like a deer, but it was fast, but deer have a tendency to hop and move, like they move left to right usually, right? Like they'll go one way and then they'll go the other way and then they'll go the one way. This thing was just like down, up, it just basically like a straight line, but
Wow.
but almost surreal because of how fast it moved along the forest floor. So
I've never seen anything like that. I live in the city, but you know what I mean? But it's like I've never had any sort of encounter like that before. That's so cool.
yeah, the other one was in a tent. So
How did that work? I mean, like you saw shadow, or he came in, or
no,
like...
whatever it was came up on the tent and let a low guttural growl go. And I slapped the tent and it jumped off a log behind the tent and broke it in half and basically launched itself like about 25 feet through the air to the other side of the the slope of the ridge and then made its way up the ridge, breaking branches and things as it ran up the side of the mountain.
Wow.
So, and it wasn't a mountain lion because mountain lions don't have that ability to jump that far.
Right.
And not to mention the log that it broke behind the tent. Like we were sitting on like a plateau on a ridge that went down into like a ravine where there was water. And we were camping basically like right on the edge of this plateau, right next to the ravine. And I could hear something coming up the ravine. It woke me up in the night. And as I heard it come up on the tent, it let that low guttural growl out. And this was like a like, so I thought it might've been a mountain lion, but it just didn't make sense. Like the way it moved, the ability it had to jump. Yeah. And not to mention the noise that it made going up the side of the hill. Like mountain lion has a tendency to be a little quieter. I know that deer, when they run, they can break sticks and make a lot of noise. I know this because I saw 5 of them yesterday in the bush. I pushed them out and 5 of them ran through breaking twigs and sticks and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, do you live out on land, or are you in the neighborhood, or?
Yeah, we live right on the cusp of Brantford, Ontario.
Okay.
And, there's I think it's like 170 acre bush lot out back.
Wow.
So
how cold is it there today, out of curiosity?
it was in the, let's see, what's my phone say? It was cold yesterday. Today's warmer. It's like minus 11 Celsius yesterday with wind chill.
Oh my God.
Today's minus 12. So with the wind chill, it's probably closer to minus 20 Celsius.
Oh my God. Hold on. So I got to do a conversion of that to Fahrenheit because I'm an American and we don't know anything outside of,
We're just getting hammered by bots though in our chat. I don't know what it is.
Are we really?
Yeah, we get hammered by tons of bots.
Is this just today or usually?
It's every time we live stream for some strange reason.
Huh. Oh yeah, that one's in Russian.
Yeah.
I see that. Oh man. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing happening over there right now.
Yeah, I didn't even know any of that was going on until yesterday or the day before. So.
Oh really?
I'm not too into listening to the news or anything like that, right? So
these days, that's probably the smartest thing you can do.
Yeah, it might as well all be fake news, right? So
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. We live in a twisted situation these days. I just, hopefully we can find our feet back to some sort of balance because we need it big time.
Yeah, things could get ugly pretty fast.
I know, and I don't want that to happen. I don't think anybody wants that to happen. I would hope nobody would want that to happen with the sane brain on them. You know what I mean? So I'm just ready for people to, just be nice. Just be nice to each other. It doesn't, like we said earlier, it doesn't cost anything to be nice. It doesn't have to be like this. But I don't know.
Oh, that's wicked how you changed the brush style and
on the
stroke real nice.
Yeah, so go ahead.
I do a lot of my character illustration in Illustrator because I can get cleaner lines and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm a big fan of it. So, and it's way different than the stuff. Like I didn't start getting into the comic book stuff until a year and a bit ago, right?
Really?
Yeah, and I just jumped into it because I was in a car accident and I wasn't able to do very much. So the only thing that I was able to do was like draw and just kind of chill out, and that's what I did, right? So that's when I connected with Johnny and we released those 2 books, right? So
that's awesome. So that's how that's the how it all started, huh? The man, what was the accident you were in?
Oh, I was T-boned by like a car or whatever on the driver's side. So
Oh no.
and then incurred a brain injury. So basically been kind of chipping away doing my own thing at home since then. So
Man, well, you seem like you've done pretty well in recovery.
yeah, there's things I need to work on.
Well, I'm glad you're doing okay. I mean, seriously, that sounds terrible. So,
Like
I'm
these
glad
are
you're
the
doing
things
better.
that I use. These are the things that I used Illustrator for, right?
Hold on, let me come over there. Oh, nice. Okay,
Like drawing things like that.
sure.
Uh, let's see, like creating dudes like this.
Still looking. Oh, there it is. Oh, there we go.
You know.
Nice, nice.
You know, just drawing these types of dudes.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and the nice thing is once you combine all the lines and everything, then you can use the autofill. Hey, Liam's back.
Hey, Liam.
Hey, wait, just can't say you guys are hanging.
Couldn't believe.
Wait, I'm not going to hang out longer. What you guys doing here? Oh my gosh, look at this.
Yeah,
Chad
just
just
showing
showed
what
me
I used
stuff.
Illustrator to draw things.
Oh yeah.
Like way different, right? But I was
I
just
love
saying
it.
to Dan how different the stuff is that I used to draw compared to how I draw stuff now, right?
Absolutely. No, that's cool, dude. That's badass. See, that's so cool. It's so I mean, it looks like that. What do they call it? The rubber band armed characters? What's that style of animation? I can't remember, but I mean, it's so old school, but it's so new school all
Super
at
old
the same
school. It's
time.
like Mickey Mouse, Disney, early Disney.
They call it like rubber arms or something, that noodle arms or something like that. With how because their arms all went all crazy back in the day. I love like Max Fleischer Studio stuff, and so that not just the Superman stuff, but something that reminds me of a lot of that. So it's very cool.
Like I was saying to Liam earlier, it's kind of like show and tell. We're just sitting here showing all the stuff and talking about like different artists we love and
Yeah.
amazing things that are going on. Liam was showing some old stuff from help me Liam, I'm having a brain fart. Art Adams.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just all the old Sasquatch stuff. I mean, old now, but it's like a year. My comic book and oh, you mean before, like when we were looking at Arthur Adams?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Cracking open the can of worms on different artists.
Yeah, I got some like classic Arthur Adams stuff
Let me
from
go. Let me
back
see.
in the day.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if
Oh, I
you're
remember
familiar
that.
with this one. Did you? If you
Oh,
ever
I
saw
did.
this annual?
I
Oh,
had this as a kid.
oh, the detail. 1985. Right away. Like, look at that panel.
It's gorgeous. I have an annual from that time period of his signed that he wrote. He signed it with a ballpoint pen on the inside first page of the book.
Oh man, that must be worth something now.
I don't know. I'll never get rid of it, so I'll never know.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
For sure.
Look at that, though.
picked
I
up
didn't
that-
even meet. Go ahead.
No. It's unimportant.
I didn't even know I was buying it when I bought it. I didn't know the signature was in there until like after I got it home. They didn't know what they had on them.
No
Yeah.
way. Wow.
Is that Beast? Who is that? Like that's showing the transformation there. Like what is
Oh,
that?
that's yeah, Wolfsbane.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Wolfsbane.
Okay.
Yeah. New Mutants character. Yeah. I don't remember too much about her, but she showed back up later on. I think in like X-Force at one point. I want to say, but I could be wrong about that.
She's a staple in New Mutants. She was actually in the movie as well. They did her justice.
Oh, was she? Okay. I
Yeah,
haven't
they
seen
gave
it.
her a Scottish accent and made her a lesbian in
good.
the new movie. which is pretty much true to her character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all
Pretty great.
she's
I love-
Scottish.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah,
Look at Wolverine. Look at the fur.
man.
he's not. Those aren't his. Those are. He's wearing mohair pajamas. That's what's
That's
going on
right.
there.
This-
I don't buy it.
so crazy.
We're gonna need more wax. 40-year-old
Where's
version,
the-
he's getting waxed.
Star Trek. I want to
What are
show
you
the Star
being?
Trek
Like,
one.
are you like a Mano lantern?
Yeah, this frame is just gorgeous.
That panel above it with the lighting effect on her face is fantastic.
Yeah,
Like for
that's-
that time period, coloring style and all of that, what their capabilities were, that's amazing.
And he
It's
really,
like
Art
vintage.
Adams really pumps like the anime like style faces and eyes, right? Like he
So
took
good.
so much from anime, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's definitely there. It's definitely there. He brought definitely a softer approach to how to form a character. You know, is very prevalent in anime. I think.
I like the hip shift and placement and how long the torso is super long.
Oh, he borrowed the contrapposto from classical art, like all the statues in ancient Greece and whatever, all have that, and so that's like a beauty thing. And then yeah, he elongated everything to like model like proportions, like 8 or 9 heads tall, sort of. And he has his own thing, like he extends the upper leg really long, and then the lower leg isn't quite as long, which is different. And you look at Jim Lee, he extends the lower leg, right? Like,
Yep.
look how long her thighs are. Crazy long.
I like the taper though.
Yeah. I love
It's
this.
something that I'm still working for, like to get that nice, which looks good taper. You know, you can make the taper, but it doesn't always look right.
Yeah. Arthur Adams was the man for that. Yeah, it was great. This is by
Fellas,
far my favorite panel.
That's amazing. I thought I need to bounce now, but thank you all so much for having me on. I'd love to come back and hang out with you guys again at some point if you'll let me.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
Anytime.
What a treat.
Awesome. Man, well, thank you guys so much. We'll catch y'all soon. And Chad, Liam, y'all have a great afternoon, man.
Yeah,
Hey, you too.
Thank you.
What a
All right,
pleasure.
man. Absolutely. Cheers.
Bye for now.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Word. There you go.
This added some super excitement to the live stream.
That guy is engaging. He
Oh,
is like on point. Like he must be really good in podcasts. I bet you those podcasts that he had for his comic were like so successful.
Well, for
Yeah.
sure. And also too with if we can connect with Chris as well, like he is on par as well. I think it'd be really good.
Man, so cool.
So
Yeah.
but definitely the community and so on and so forth that is starting to form is fantastic. And all these bots that always constantly bombard the chat. I
So
can't even
crazy,
get
right?
rid of them, man.
It's just insane. Are they from my channel or yours? I can't tell. But
One's from
no good.
Isabel French. It says Ver FYI.
so crazy.
Whatever that is.
Yeah,
He likes
I wouldn't worry
Ver.
about it. I wouldn't worry.
But
Yeah,
it was
Chad,
just,
this is great, man. We haven't done a live stream in a long time, and like, could it be any better? Like, that's amazing. So great.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just the timing, and it was a good timing.
Mhm.
Had a good show.
Yeah.
Well, I can stop
Alright.
this, and then we can, maybe chat for a few minutes and
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be designing a foot. That's the rest of my day.